Hello, I'm back and I'm not on my laptop anymore. So let's just get into this. I wanted to talk about Chimney hole because I said previously that this should be the default, and I've done more testing. Like I think it's not a bad idea to do Chimney hole every time or like as your standard, but I don't think it's very good. So yeah, if you're like down here, you're safe here, but if you jump, then you can get hit by a hoglin. You can obviously like go one more in, but then this is like you're already mining so much, it's kind of stupid in my opinion to like have to dig more in this setup. But that's why I made this other hole. It's called pillar hole. This should just be the default, I think. I got Pavkin's opinion and he said it looks pretty safe, and I think it's pretty safe after doing a lot of testing. It's pretty easy to do. You just start like this, and you all you have to do is pillar up 2 blocks and then break this. You can also place this block if you're worried about crossbow piglins, but I find that usually you don't have to worry about it. Like placing this block is not entirely necessary. But yeah, then you just throw gold into the hole like normal, and it's not hog safe at this point, but after you break this block, it is hog safe pretty much. Usually you'll have enough time to do all that by the time the hoglin gets here or whatever, but yeah, this is just a lot better than Chimney hole because like it's so much easier to get gold into the hole. In Chimney hole you have to break all of these blocks to get over the hole before you can start throwing gold, and it's like still just awkward. But here you have like a pretty good way to get gold into the hole, and it's just like so much faster. Like the trade start is so much faster. It's only like I think it's only like 2 or 3 seconds slower than the normal hole. Alright, this area is a pretty good demonstration of the decision tree. So obviously if this area here like is exposed, like there's no floor here, then you should always do the normal hole regardless of if there's like a wall or not, because it's always the fastest option. If it's like this where you can't do the buried hole but there's a floor here, you should always do pillar hole. But like I was doing tests between pillar hole and buried hole, and I found that pillar hole was only like they were about time neutral, I think. Like it's obviously hard to quantify because you break 1 gold and then you break another gold on pillar hole, but you break 2 on buried, so it's like kind of weird. But like I think technically pillar hole has like a second faster trade start, and buried hole is like a little bit more complicated to do, so you could like just do pillar hole on everything, like if you see a floor ever. So I don't know, I don't think it's a terrible idea, but I'll go over some of the buried hole optimizations if you still want to learn that. But maybe it's not worth it, I don't know. I think it's still probably worth it to do buried hole because it is a little bit safer. All right, now I'll go over the buried hole optimizations. Obviously you start the hole like this. This is not new. And then you break 1 gold block, and the second gold block you like try to look straight and then jump forward to get both of them. And then after you throw this gold, you can also place this block here if you don't want to get hit by piglins, and then after you do that, you'll break these 2 and then you'll place these blocks. And these blocks are good because if you like hug to the edge of this corner, you can aim like towards either the bottom of this turret or the middle of this black stone, and it's like very easy to get gold in the hole. You can also do this micro where after you finish mining, what the heck? As I was saying, after you mine the gold, you can craft it as you like fall while going to the corner. And I think this is a pretty good micro. Oh yeah, and if you do Pavkin hole, you can hug up against this wall and throw the gold like straight into this pillar, and it's a pretty easy way to get the gold into the hole. And obviously you don't have to place this block, but I think it's just like it flows pretty nicely after you break this. Like it's pretty easy to place this, and it just makes it a little bit safer from crossbow pigs. All right, to end this, I'll talk about like how safe this pillar hole is. I think it's like pretty safe, but you do have some risk. Like if your piglins are like literally right behind you as you pillar up to go here, sometimes they can like just jump and then still hit you while you're like in this position. Like usually if you're far enough away, they can't do that, but if they're close enough, they can hit you. Obviously hoglins can hit you if they're like really close, so this is like kind of an issue, but like these are still also issues with chimney holes, so I think it's probably better to just always do this as a last resort. But I don't know, chimney hole is a little bit like, well, I guess it is like really easy to immediately do, but if you're in that situation ever, like it's kind of just chopped anyways, so like I would say like most of the time pillar hole is just fine. It's maybe like a little bit less safe than chimney hole, but like if you get really good at doing it, like if you just get really good at the execution, then it should be completely fine like every single time. You could also, like if you are worried about this guy jumping, you could maybe place this block and then that would like stop that. But the problem is if there's a floor here, all the pigs will, like, instead of bunching up here, they'll bunch up here. So you can get shot by crossbow pigs if you do this, but maybe the timing works out where it doesn't matter, but I don't know, I haven't really tested this at all. Now, if you try to do this unexposed, then it's kind of just really bad because obviously pigs will bunch up here and then they can fall off and it's not really good, so I wouldn't do that unexposed. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Triple the chalice is solved. Just do pillar hole every time, probably.